LA Galaxy host Toronto on Saturday for an interconference MLS matchup. Lee Phelps, William Hill's in-play radio host, is here. He's on the line and he's going to preview the match for us today. Now, both teams are in the top half of their conferences. Are you expecting quite a close match?
Yeah, I am, but I mean, it could be full of goals. I mean, we spoke about LA Galaxy's performances recently at home, and they've scored 10 goals in 2 games in the MLS on their home pitch. Before that, they couldn't score a goal. It was like they lost 1-0 to the Whitecaps. They only beat Real Salt Lake by a goal to nil, Houston Dynamo by a goal to nil. But suddenly they found the scoring boots against Philly and against Portland. I mean, obviously, those two teams are doing all right. But Portland Timbers, they're a place above LA Galaxy, and they were beaten 5-0 by them. So I mean, maybe there could be something similar on the cards here. I mean, like you say, Toronto third in the other division. Not a bad team, not a bad away record either. They don't lose many games in the MLS, so I think this is going to be a tighter game for LA Galaxy. I'm not feeling a 5-0 here.
You're expecting goals, though, did you say?
Yeah, I think so, because a team who scored 10 goals in 2 games, they're going to be looking for goals again, aren't they? And Toronto, look at their away record in the MLS. It's really good, in terms of scoring goals. They've scored in every single away game this season, so it's pretty good form. 2 at Dallas, 2 at Orlando, 1 at Philly, 1 at New England, scored 2 at DC United in that really good win they had over the top team. So I can definitely see both teams scoring and over 2.5.
Yeah, well, the over is priced 1.8. William Hill, the both teams to score bet is priced around the same. Would you maybe bet for more value? Don't have the odds to hand though, but maybe looking at say team totals. So LA Galaxy over 1.5 goals by themselves. Would you look to that, or would you say just betting the simple over 2.5 goals has enough value at 1.8? William Hill.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm not sure which way this one will go. I mean, I can't touch the outrights because. They're both in such good form, home and away form. So I'm not sure I could touch that. I'd just play on the goals. I couldn't play the over 1.5 for Toronto because I don't know if it's going to be LA who actually score the goals to win the game. So I think those prices on the over 2.5 are okay. You might want to put it into some sort of accumulator where you're playing a few of the other teams as well in maybe win markets or goals markets. But over 2.5 I think that's a good price. 1.8. That's okay for a team who've scored 10 in 2 games and a team who've scored on every game on the road this season. What's not to like about 1.8? I mean, we get shorter odds than that on games where, the teams aren't even in that good scoring form. So I think that's really attractive.
And would you combine it with the both teams to score bet? Currently, the both teams to score is 1.83. But if you combine that, obviously, that also should bring you in the over evens money.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a nice way to play. I think I like both bets, and like you said, they're both around the same price. So if you do want to push it a little bit higher, then take both. But if you're just looking for safety, I'd just play the over 2.5, just in case LA Galaxy do what they did to Portland and win 5-0. I think it's unlikely personally, but just for safety, I'd play the over 2.5, but I wouldn't put anyone off going for that double.
Well, the winners market does have LA Galaxy as the favourites, 1.73. William Hill, the draw 4, Bet Victor and Toronto 5.4. If somebody did want to play the winners market, would you point them in the direction for the home win?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I'm honestly not sure. I'm not one to sit on the fence too often, but that Toronto away form. 1 at Orlando, 1 at Philly, drew at New England, the win at DC United, it's the top team in their division. This team's got, 35 points on the board, and they're at home where they've got a great record, haven't they? So I'm not sure I could oppose Portland. Look, if I had to go for one of those 3 options, I'd go for the draw, I think. But that's only because I can't pick a winner.
All right, then. Well, the top tip for this match is the over 2.5 goals there, 1.8. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us.
No problem.